bit of daylight on that first down run. Sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Here we go. 57.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 10 logo.
Line 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Go.
Sit down. Check, sit down.
5.
On first down, Harper is complete to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Go. 57. Mike, 57. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harper. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Harper. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
That's it, baby. We go
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready? 45. Mike, 45.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
36-yard line.
Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
From the 36, Murray completes it to Davis. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Murray. He completes it to Hunter.
Murray's pass complete to number 6. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Strip that ball. Check 4.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6. And the Saints first down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
54. Let's go.
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Harper. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Johnson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Here's Murray back near his goal line. He's going to loft one deep left side. And got his man complete. The 30, 20, touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
24 is the mic. Tackle. 24 is the mic. Oh, you got deep?
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Hey, box truck.
On 1st and 10, Harper being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Murray. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6, now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Kill. Switch. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 37. You got tight right there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Haywood.
Check 43.
Throwing again. Harper. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Pull it high.
The Saints 15-yard
Hey,
line.
Charlie.
57 to Mike.
Hit it.
To throw on 2nd down. Harper. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So don't say nothing.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You're not ready. Hatch it.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jachai Polite just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. There's a 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. And McDonald here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Harper. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Glover. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jachai Polite able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. This one caught by Davis. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first and 10, here's Murray. The open man is Westbrook. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach half?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Ready. Here, Mike. Here we go. Watch the safety creep.
On third down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running right, Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Looking left side, and it's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw on second down. Harper completes it to Jennings. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On third down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check three, check three.
He finds some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Time to go, night, night.
Hey, orbit.
To throw again, Harper.
Let's make these babies pop.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go, go.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. The 20, 10, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Harper, a dump underneath to Jones. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Harper going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50. He's crashing.
Now Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
On the ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on second down. Harper. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Ricky. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, let's get off the field.
Hey, Foxtrot, Fox, get it.
They'll try and throw for it. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on third down. Murray. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 57 to Mike. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Harper. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go. 8 Reed. Hey, Haywood.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Rock it.
10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Harper. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Harper. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Back to throw. Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunter. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Murray now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Saints, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.